Hey, everybody. Hope you recovered from our amazing conversation about Deadpool. It was very controversial. We barely made it. We've been arguing about this for days, the Deadpool thing. But actually, between shows, oh, crap. I did that thing where I hit the button and it... There we go. Now Derek's back. Okay. It did this weird thing with the camera. I have to make sure it doesn't do it because the video will get all screwed up.
He's not much of a director now, is he, Derek?
What? That's blasphemy. Anyway, we were talking about before the show, Bob is like this, how would you describe it, Derek, what he does? Besides just the obvious, what would you call it? Like, what's a special name for what Bob does?
Weed whacker flipper.
That's a great way. I like that. Weed whacker flipper. He's so you buy these things on auction sites, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And then he rapes other people. He sells the stuff to them. He rapes them.
I don't rape them at all.
That is a horrible thing to say.
Yeah, it's not true. He doesn't rape people. In fact, I was yelling at him for how cheap he was going to... He got like 3 bathtubs for $35. And I was like, what kind of bathtubs do you get for $35? And then he describes them. They're actually bathtubs. They're like legitimate bathtubs. And this is stuff that people return. And then what does the store just go, it's too much trouble to put this back in the box. We might as well just give it to some guy for $35.
Well, no. What happens is a lot of this stuff comes back to the store. Maybe it didn't fit. Maybe it was the wrong hole. The drain hole was on the wrong side. Whatever the case may be, they bring it back to the store. The store keeps them and puts them back on the shelf as an opened item. They try to sell it. If they don't, then that goes back in their warehouse. And eventually their warehouses get so full that they have to sell them. So I get them from the person that purchased them from Home Depot or Menards or whatever. They auction them off, and I buy them.
That's incredible.
I just love that Bob was asking us, "Hey guys, y'all need a bathtub?" like it's a stolen pocket watch or something. Like no.
Yeah, he just opens up his coat and he's like, "Hey, I got a few bathtubs here, guys."
Yeah, I got pictures of bathtubs and weed whackers and chainsaws and it's just kind of my little side business for some spending money. My drone was purchased on that money. And I'm going to just continue to move forward with it. And
so here's the thing, though. So he gets these bathtubs for $35. Not only so there's 3 bathtubs, and there's more. But he buys these things for $35. One of them's cast iron. So if you know anything about that, it's a cast iron tub, dude. He gets 3 bathtubs plus more for $35. And then he's like, yeah, I'll probably sell them for $50. $50
for a bathtub.
He's passing the savings on to you, which
we
is
pass the savings on to you.
Well,
exactly.
So if you're looking through whatever website or whatever, and you're looking to buy a bathtub or a weed whacker or whatever, most people go for price first. I'm gonna make my money off of it regardless. So if I sell the bathtubs at a certain price, I'm going to make my money back, but still pass on the discount to other people. So it works both ways, man. I still make my money. I make a good profit off of it. And, people get things at a really cheap price. So why not? To help the people.
It's amazing. All I'm saying is we live in such an amazing time that there's that you can do this. Like where you can just go online and be like, yeah. What do you got there? Oh, there's a pallet of all this crap. Okay, yeah, I'll buy it for $35. And they go, sold! And then Bob gets to go and resell it. I think that's it's amazing to me.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, actually. And I like the fact that these stores aren't just throwing this stuff away. Yeah. They resell it probably for cost or maybe
the environment.
But, well, seriously, I've had some... No, there is a sense to that. I've had some weed whackers that there was something silly wrong with them, like a switch or something, and I fixed the switch, and now it's a perfectly good weed whacker. And now somebody can actually use that weed whacker for several years to come. They could buy it for $20, and that's less waste within the world. So there is a a environmental type thing to that.
So not only are you making money, you're saving the world.
It's
Yeah.
called upcycling.
Right.
Very nice.
There's actually, I saw it on Facebook. There's actually like a cafe or something where they have a bunch of people come in with their broken items, and they teach you how to fix that item. They figure out what's wrong with it. They teach you how to fix it. You know, you get coffee, you hang out, you learn about things instead of having to go out and buy something brand new. So
I
it's cool.
have this song in my head. I wish we had it, but if we played it, YouTube would not let us put it on here. But it's the Michael Jackson song. Heal the world, make it a better place.
Wow,
Sell
you
some
sound just
weed whackers and bathtubs to upscale the world. There you go.
You sound just like him. That's weird that you grabbed your crotch, but I'm not. I'm not going to judge.
And you look just like him too.
I do, man. I got that whatever it's called, where your skin pigment goes away.
Vitiligo.
Yeah,
I was
thank
going to
you.
say.
Thank you, guys. There was this thing where I think it was an interview he did with Martin Bashir. Did you ever watch that?
Oh yeah,
No.
Mark Shear. No clue.
No, you would know if you saw it. So he did. It was like on one of these like Nightline or one of these things where this guy walks around with Michael Jackson. This is quite a while ago, but he lived in the Las Vegas area at the time, and they shut down this mall in Las Vegas so that Michael Jackson and this guy could walk around the mall. And they go to this store where there's all these like kind of like, it's like almost like art stuff, but they were like statues and different things.
Yeah,
And
as seen on TV. That store, right?
No, absolutely not. So he walks into this store and he's like, the whole time, the guy who he's walking around with, the guy that's interviewing him, they're just looking at different stuff. And then he'd shout to the clerk. He'd go, you, like he's trying to say you, like you, but he just kept going, you.
Was he asking for art
Listen.
And paintings of children?
Yeah, so he goes, do I have this one? And the guy would go, yeah, you have that one. He's like, okay, thank you. And then he'd be like, you, do I have this? And he kept pointing at every single thing they walked by. Do I have this one? And the guy would be like, yep, you've got that one. It was the most bizarre thing. I got to find a clip of it and link to it because it's one of the funniest things ever. He just keeps going, you. It's
I could
great.
just listen to 4 more hours of you just
Of me
doing
going,
that. Just
you.
Wow.
So
let's talk about what
superpowers, right?
superpower we want to have. Hey, what a great transition into the actual topic of the show tonight, everybody. We're going to talk, on Monday we talked about Marvel and DC movies that are coming out over the next 15 years. And tonight we're going to talk about what superpower would you like to have?
The voice of yours, Scott. I'm not loving it.
No?
I'm not loving it. Your segue voice. I don't know.
Sorry.
Sounds a little gassy to me.
I think you can do better.
Derek, what superpower would you like to have? Go, you first.
Telepathy.
I knew you were going to say that. You said it to me before you even said it. And I heard it with my mind.
I think that telepathy would be a cool superpower to have, just to be able to read somebody's thoughts, maybe even like higher power telepathy where you can like, go into their brain and look in the recesses of their mind. It'd be great for business negotiations, police interviews, purchasing stocks and stuff like that. If you have telepathy, you're going to be super rich. No doubt.
You started to sound like Donald Trump there for a second at the end. No doubt.
Yes.
I think that would be really scary, Derek, because then you would know what everybody thought about you.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, you could tell that I was very disinterested in the idea that you wanted to. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, wouldn't that bum you out a little bit?
I already knew that.
Wouldn't that bum you out a little bit? Because when you met people, you would be
I
like...
would install a filter. I just install a filter.
You'd download it, you'd be like... Bloop, bloop, and you put it in your head.
It'd be like downloadable content for your telepathy app in your brain.
Okay.
You just filter out. You only penetrate the mind and violate their thinking when you need something, where's the body? Where's the body?
And Derek, I'm going to consult Bob because I think he probably knows comic books and stuff like this. Wouldn't part of the thing that happens with all these superheroes is one of the things is their superpower is a blessing and a curse. Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's correct.
So Derek would not be able to stop from he would have to live life knowing that there'd be people that would be like, oh, this asshole again. Right?
That's like my daily life anyway.
But Bob, wouldn't that be the case? Wouldn't it be like when he wanted to know stuff, wouldn't he also have to hear that people didn't like him and stuff? And it would kind of get him down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, kind of. But, I mean, if you can do whatever you want, you're super rich and all that stuff, you just don't worry about all that.
That's true. But the problem is, no matter who you surround yourself with, even if they really, really love you, let's be real, we've all been married for a long time. You don't love every aspect of your wife continually. I mean, I love her, but isn't there times where you're just like, son of a, I am going to literally lose my shit?
My wife randomly listens to the show, so I will just say that I always love her. There's no flaw. She is an angel. Mother Teresa would have hugged her and said, "You're amazing."
If we had Jimmy on a little drop right now going, and I, when he does his always love you, oh my gosh.
So here's the crazy thing, Derek. That's the superpower I would want.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Just to be able to read people's minds, to be able to change their mind about things, to be able to get into their head. I mean, think about it. If you're with your wife, you would know everything, what she liked and didn't like, if you know what I mean. You would know everything. Yeah, you know, so that would, to me, that would be my thing, is just telepathy, to be able to know everything, to be able to adjust people's mindset and all of that stuff. That's my number one superpower. I have a second one, but I'll get into that after you tell yours, Scott.
All right. So mine right off the bat, no doubt about this. I would want healing power. I would want to be able to completely heal my body, take away any problems based on how I've destroyed my body over the past 45 years. I would like to be able to completely heal my body and make me super, super, super healthy.
Scott would have an 8-pack and an amazing V.
I know.
Amazing V line.
And the best part is, because I had that, I could eat, drink, I could do anything I wanted and still be super buff.
And you would live forever.
Yes. That'd be fantastic.
You'd be immortal.
Would it though? Yes. You would outlive everybody you know.
Yeah, I know.
So relationships would become meaningless. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there'd be ways around that, Scott. You could hire yourself like a prostitute for like 5 years at a time. And then when you're done, you go on to the next one.
Oh, my gosh.
Healing powers. You can.
And you wouldn't have to worry about STDs, because it would just heal right away if you had hookers.
I know, man. No sexual disease. No, listen, you guys are going so dark. I wouldn't become a hooker. Are you kidding? Why would you become a hooker if you had ultimate healing?
I didn't say you would have to use, like, your relationships would have to consist of hookers, because, you know, any meaningful attachments you form, they die. 50 years is nothing to you, Mr. Healing Immortal Man.
That's what true. The vampires go through. I mean, think about all the vampires out there that just listen to our show, and they've been around a long, long time.
Have you ever seen that movie Interview with a Vampire before, Bob?
Yes.
Have you really?
Yeah, with Brad Pitt and
Tom Cruise.
And the young little girl and some blonde chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that would be a bummer, dude. Just like living, but as a vampire, it's different. If you had healing, I guess what I would probably end up doing.
Basically, Scott just wants to be Wolverine.
That would be fantastic, except for I don't want to have to jump around and kill people. Unless it was fun.
That's how you're going to make your money, though. I mean, if you're super strong, healing powers, you could be like this government weapon or a military super secret weapon that you would be able to profit on. You know, you got to make the money.
That's true. That's true.
And
they would find out, just like in all the X-Men movies, they would find out that you're a freak and they would try to exploit you. They would want you, and they would want to use you in some kind of war capacity for sure.
Well, that's what you want. That's how you make your money. You just you go up to the president and you're like, hire me, President Trump. And
you almost sound like you're doing Arnold.
It'd be like, remove this man from my presence, and they try to, and you just like beat the crap out of them, and you're like, you can't kill me, and then they shoot you, and you don't die, and you're like, are you ready to talk, Trump? And he's like, I'm ready to talk. We're gonna send you to North Korea, and then they like hire you to like kill, you know, like all the North Korean bad guys.
I would take out Kim Jong-un for free. I would give him that one for free.
Well, you charge $5 million.
Trump. No, the first one would be free. I'd go, Trump, listen here. I'm willing to take out Kim Jong-un. And he's like, that sounds beautiful.
What about Vladimir Putin?
We'd have to talk about that. I'm not sure that on the list of bad guys, I'm not sure Vladimir Putin is second.
Yeah, he's pretty bad, man. I
don't know if he's second, though. There might be somebody more important to kill.
Let's get to a lighter note now. So my other superpower that I'd want to have actually came to me from my friend Jake, who listens to the show. So it's going to sound crazy right away, but think about it. So all you have to do, the superpower would be this. All you have to do is point at someone like this and click like that, and they poop their pants.
That's pretty great.
So, before you totally respond, think about that. Any bad situation you were in, you didn't want to talk to somebody, whatever it could be, you just go like this, and they poop their pants, and you know they're not going to be like, continue to come towards you. They're going to be like, whoa, what just happened? And they're going to go away. So somebody's breaking into your house, and you realize it, you don't even have to pull out the gun. You pull out the poop guns right here, and you just go, and they poop their pants, and they're like, oh crap, and then they run away. It's an amazing
guns.
Literally,
yeah, it's amazing.
Suns up, guns up.
So you know what's funny? When we talked about on Monday, we talked about Captain America. He is in a movie, the dude who plays Captain America, called The Losers. And in the movie, he goes like this to these guys, and he's like, "Be careful. I can kill you with my mind." And he pretends he's using his fingers as guns, and there's a sniper way behind him that shoots these guys.
Wow.
When he uses his fingers.
Extremely relevant. Great job.
I know. I totally nailed it, didn't I? Woo! Ow.
That was awesome.
Dude. I totally saved the conversation.
Yeah,
Derek, what's your other one? Do you have another one?
Okay. I do like Bob's concept for instant crapification. My second power would be telekinesis, and I think that you could incorporate that type of thing with telekinesis, because I think if you use your mind to move things, you could use your mind to stimulate the rectal muscles of the guy in front of you, and it causes it to happen. But you could do all sorts of things. If you have telekinesis, you can cause yourself to fly. You can, lift up like that car over there and like chuck it at somebody. You can stop bullets. You could heal yourself. If you have like microcellular on the molecular level kind of telekinesis, you could manipulate your own cells to heal each other. What do you think about that?
Dude, I think Jack Black had telekinesis.
With mind bullets.
Yes. That's telekinesis, Kyle. How about the power to move
you?
And Okay.
I love
Anyway,
Tenacious D. Yeah.
we lost everybody. Everybody's like, "What?"
No,
references.
Steve.
So, yeah. So, I think that's awesome, Derek. That's a really good idea. I think I would just like to be able to. My second one would be to just be able to like basically think and show up anywhere I wanted to. So basically, like teleportation.
That's
So
cool.
it would be mind based as well. And I'm assuming if you could zap yourself anywhere, you could probably learn to also move objects anywhere you wanted them and all sorts of stuff. So after a little practice, after a few thousand years, I could learn how to do a bunch of other stuff.
Would you do the Back to the Future thing? Go back in time and bet on things and buy stocks and.
Probably at the beginning, yeah, but once I had enough money to feel comfortable, I wouldn't do that very much. I would love to go back and change some of the decisions I made in my youth.
See, I think you could.
Butterfly effect.
If you're
Yeah,
like
that's
doing
true.
instant teleportation, you could like teleport into like these, like go to the drug cartels, like down in Mexico and South America. You could steal all their cash, shoot them and kill all the bad guys, and then like teleport back. You've made a lot of money. You're saving the world.
True.
And you could do stuff like that.
Plus the fact that I said my first power would want to be like just healing, like being able to never die, basically. Even if they shot me, it wouldn't matter. I'd instantly heal as the bullets went through me.
That's
Unless
awesome.
it shot you as you were teleporting, and then part of your body gets stuck in the nether regions.
And you become like a human fly.
Right.
And stuff
No,
like
this is horrible. Oh my gosh. All right, listen, we each gave 2.
Remember, if you remember, Dobie died. Dobie died when he was stabbed, transporting to a different spot.
Who's
No?
Dobie?
What-
Yeah, Dobby from Harry Potter. I got you.
Thank you. He died.
Hell
I
on a
haven't
bottom
watched
Carter
all
got
those.
him.
Anyway,
You
Hell
should.
on a bottom Carter got him. Right? Was that her?
probably. Sounds about right. All right. So we each got to give 2, but we've been talking forever, so let's wrap it up. Oh man, don't make me poop my pants, please. Thanks for listening, guys. Tell us what you want your superpower to be. And on Friday, I think we're going to talk about our top 5 superheroes.
Yep.
Which could really end up being top 2 or top 1. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But we appreciate you, and we'll talk to you soon.